Good evening, everyone. It's Shane Jones from the Black Belt Hunting and Fishing Report. As promised, we are live at 6 p.m. I try to go off or get on, at 6 p.m. That way, people are sitting on go. A few people on here. Please let me know if you can hear me in the comments. I had some trouble before where you couldn't hear me on my microphone on this. I use an iPad, so that's what I use. Appreciate everybody tuning in. We got a few things to talk about. We got a couple fishing reports I need to talk about. I got some pictures to share you for a few gators that have been sent to me. One really big gator. We'll talk about it. Probably going to be the biggest gator killed this year, maybe. I'm not sure. I hadn't heard any bigger. There may be. Appreciate you, bud, for tuning in. I've seen several gators killed. I know Hunter Sullivan has killed a few. But I mean, it's been hot, guys. We're gonna go and talk about the Dippi tournament, Dippi Kids Tournament. It was a huge success. We'll let a few people get on here. I'll get a few minutes in, and we can talk about that. But looks like the weather-wise, I pulled up the weather for Camden. It's gonna be Saturday, high of 95. We are in August, folks. So 24% chance of rain Saturday. The high Sunday's 94 and 48% chance of rain. So you're going to get maybe some rain Sunday, and look like we're going to get a couple cool nights Monday and Tuesday. But that's right there in Camden. Mr. Bill Lolly, appreciate you tuning in, him and Bud. I always get their support. I appreciate them guys. So we'll kind of go into the Dippi's tournament. I left early Friday morning and went down there and put in Hubbard's Landing. Super nice place, super nice people that own it. Forget the guy's name. I'm real bad about names. We put in, and I've never fished the Tinsall right there. Beautiful country, guys. Big cypress trees. It's a little sketchy right below the marina, but as far as the river, you can run it. But caught a ton of fish. It's don't have a lot of big fish there, but it's got a lot of fish. You can have some fun and caught a bunch shallow, 3 or 4 foot. I had to get my long rod out, guys. The crappie didn't want to run after my jig. They wanted to come straight up, so I used my long rod, got up there. Caught plenty of fish Friday evening, and we got there Saturday morning. I got there early. I got there about 3-something, getting ready for the kids' tournament. Greg Gibson, his son Owen, fished with me. They work at the Baldwin County EMC, and they work along with Dip that put on the tournament. But they had sucked the bottom out. I guess the tide influences the river there. And the river is pulled down probably about 3 or 4 feet. And those fish that I were catching shallow, they were bye-bye. So we still scratched around and caught some fish, had a good time. I enjoyed Owen and Greg being on the boat with me. I'll share some pictures, guys. The people that watch Crappie Cast, same people that watch this show, there were 400 rod and reels donated through the money that people donated. Alpha Plumbing was a donator. Neil and Ashley donated. Tommy Randolph. I can't name everybody, but there was 400 rod and reels, guys. Tackle boxes, all kinds of stuff donated. I can share pictures of the people. I mean, there were people. They had a snow cone trailer. They had Boston Bud, hot dogs, all kinds of stuff. I think Dip told me there was 156 kids show up, which is huge. I mean, I told Dip this thing's going to get bigger and bigger every year as people, grow. There was a lot of happy kids running around with fishing rods. They were bright orange and green, and as you can see in the picture. But it was awesome to be part of that and to see kids get fired up, and and it fires me up. And I'm trying to think of the people. I gave away a trip to Talcon for a day. I told Dip I just felt led to just say, let some kid win, and I forget their name. They messaged me. We're going to try to go in one day in November. A little girl and her dad won it. Their boat had broke down that day, so they had some tough luck, and then they won the trip with me. They gave away a big utility for. I think Owen won the utility trailer, carry a 4-wheeler and stuff on. But if you get a chance to be involved with that, that is fun, man. It's right there, Hubbard's Landing, Dip McMillan, the Dippy Outdoors. You can follow his Facebook page, but it is huge. Like I said, it was a big to do, and I'm looking forward to next year. John and I is going to get a tent, some fans, and we're going to set up for real. It really That way everybody's comfortable hanging around us and that watch the show. Been a bunch of new people. A bunch of people are going to join the podcast, Crappie Cast, tomorrow night. But that's kind of my fishing trip there. While we're talking crappie, I'll go into it. I visited the paper mill, my good customers down there, Pine Hill, yesterday. We had some smoked bologna, which was excellent. I smoked some Monday, and had fellowship and broke some bread with them people. And I slipped down to Miller's Ferry and went up in a creek, and I fished a lot of standing timber, guys, and it was kind of dead. I mean, I couldn't find anything. Don't really know what's going on. It happens this time of year. You just don't know. But I talked to Charles Franklin earlier, and his buddy Kenny Massengill, he kept 19 out of a treetop. I don't know which creek. I'm not real sure, but he caught some on some treetops, which I didn't fish, guys. I checked some main river tops, caught some on some minnows. Caught 19 this morning, which, hey, that's excellent. I'm glad to see somebody catching them. But, November's coming, and that's going to pick up there. I will Sunday after Dips tournament. We're still crappie fishing. So I went and put in a Macintosh with Scott Mitchell. Scott Mitchell showed me around. I ran up to Three Rivers, talked to Scott Dees, and he kind of helped me walk through there, man. Beautiful country, big river fishing, big timber. Seen a bunch of huge flatheads in those. We'll get on the catfish here in a little while, but a bunch of flatheads. But Scott and one of his old coworkers, Danny Landrum, they caught these. Like I said, those fish have a bad attitude on that river. Don't get me wrong, but you can come across enough. Scott said he found some new areas and caught those fish, but that's on the Tom Bigby. But that's pretty good this time of year, guys. Go out there and catch you 30, 40, whatever. Like I said, you can't expect a ton, of fish this time of year, but hey, can't beat that. I think that's it as far as crappie fishing. Anybody goes this weekend and catches some fish, please send them to me. I'll be glad to share them. I don't have to tell all your secrets, but you just kind of get people fired up and give them something to look forward to. I know it is August, guys, and that's the toughest time of year. Sometimes it cycles and it's a great time of year, but the winter's coming, fall's coming, hunting season's coming, all that stuff. But we'll get into like the catfishing. When I was in the Tom Bibby, guys, using my live scope, I'm talking about 3 and 4 foot flatheads in these tops. I guess they're eating crappie. I didn't have anything for them, but I'll tell you, it makes me want to go get, some cut bait or some shad and go out there in those tops. I couldn't believe the size of those flatheads. I meant to tell Charles about it. I'm going to call him, matter of fact, after and tell him. Just every top I stopped in scanning for crappie was full of flatheads. So I imagine that's what they're doing, cruising the river. But if you like the flathead fish, that right there outside of Macintosh, man, there is some major catfish in those tops, on those bluffs and those deeper banks. Like great country for catfishing. I didn't see many jugs out. I seen a few out down there. I didn't see any at Millie Fairs yesterday because I was by myself, but I'm sure jugging's in the play, long line jugging and all that good stuff is catfishing. I'm sure Dunn Sports down there in Thomasville still selling some bait. My buddy Joe Dunn. Hey, people that catfish and, Brian Taylor and them, they keep up with it and catch a lot of catfish. But bass fishing, I don't have really much to report. I don't really get a lot of information from the bass guys, just a tournament, but they're really not going to share anything with you, and I don't blame them. They're a little more, they're not as big a sharing community as crappie fishing is. But, hey, I got a lot of buddies that like to do it and have fun. We'll leave it at that. But we got dove season coming open September 7th. Opens up at 12 noon. I want to thank the sponsor of my show right here, Rayco Industrial. That's who my employer is. We're getting work daily. We are blessed. Everything's filling up. Ray takes care of me, and Dustin and all them at the office. Hey, they're on top of stuff. I appreciate each and every one of them. But Rayco Industrial, that's my employer, and that is the sponsor of the Black Bell Hunting and Fishing Report. I appreciate Mr. Bray. But yeah, I appreciate Ray. I got to get rid of that. I see where John messaged me here. I'm trying to comment. I'm trying to get rid of this banner. There we go. Oh, that is right, John. John's got a bunch of side scan pictures, guys, of some brush tops and stuff he's been sending me. I'll post them on here. He's been doing some work, getting this new Ranger set up and all that stuff. And we'll go down that rabbit hole tomorrow with everybody. And y'all be sure to tune in to Crappie Cast tomorrow night. We're going to go into some big time details. We're trying to get back to the fishing. The dip tournament's over with now. It's time to get back and get ready to, talk some fishing. But let's see. I know we're going to get into some big gators. And I want to share this big gator where is it at? Right here. Mose Franklin, 12 foot, 8 inches, 600 pounds. That is a dinosaur, man. Caught on the 10, caught. They dispatched it, killed it, whatever, maybe politically correct. They on the Tensas River. That is a big gator, guys. 12 foot 8, 600 pounds. Congrats to Mose Franklin. That is a big old gator. The Marsh family's got one also. As soon as I find it, right here. I'm friends with Carrie and Corey and Cody. They killed that at Miller's Ferry. It is 10 foot, 230 pounds. He said they killed it on that right there on the main river outside of Salachi Creek. He's got a big pontoon. You can always see behind them. They had a successful hunting trip. That's the only really ones I've seen that's been sent to me. I appreciate them. I guess gator season just runs this past weekend, and that's it. I don't know how long it runs because I really don't keep up with it because I don't put in the draw. But hey, congratulations to all them people that had success on the gator hunts. Let's see. Make sure I ain't missed anything. And now deer season's coming up too, guys. It's going to be a fun time. I go through this stuff fast. I know I get to thinking about it. Don't want to forget anything. Like I said, we went over the dips tournament. Couple gators. A crappie report. I'm not going to say it's picking up. I'm headed to Grenada. Neil and I are headed to Grenada, Mississippi, to Grenada Lake. We're going to head there this weekend and go catch some fish and enjoy ourselves. And I'll give you a report from over there. Those that's interested in doing that. But I think John told me him and Jessica may go to Seminole this weekend, so we can get a report for that because this is the Black Bell Hunting Fishing Report. It's all in the, all in that same area. So, but I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. I don't think I have. I think I went over everything I had note-wise. Like I said, don't take me long, 15, 20 minutes. I don't want to, tie up a lot of people's time unless I have a guest or we got some certain topic, but that way everybody can spend time with their family. It is Wednesday night, it's church night, and everybody's getting home, but the crappie's going to pick up. Like I said, if you get any successful trip, I don't care if it's a kid catching a gar, a drum, I really don't care. I mean, there was all kinds of fish weighed in a Dippi Kids Tournament. Hey, send it in, guys. I don't care where you are. It doesn't matter if you're in, especially crappie cast. I don't care if you're in Minnesota. If you have a successful trip and you think you're learning something from these podcasts or any information that John and Jessica and myself share, hey, send it to me. I don't care if you think it's minute or silly or whatever. I'm telling you, I enjoy that, the effort that we do to keep these things, running. And it is a little bit of work, to download everything and to figure stuff. The crappie cast, we just go off the fly and have a great time. All the comments kind of keep us going, but we're going to start talking about some more fishing stuff and some setups and all that stuff. I updated my live scope. We'll go into that. But man, I appreciate everybody being on here. Like I said, that's exactly right, bud. I was talking about that with John. There's a lot of people catching some bass around the crappie tops. You're exactly right, bud. John was talking about that today. He said he's going to get him a bass rod because, to be honest with you, bud, him and I and everybody that really runs this live scope and the power breaks, matter of fact, the sponsor of the crappie cast, your bow control's gotten so much better that the bass fishing, man, I mean, you can really stay on those bass that's in the bottom of those brush piles and stuff. And didn't think about it, but John said he's fixing to start playing with some of them, which is great. Bud, you're exactly right. That's the bow control comes into it. If you got great bow control, which that takes time. I was talking to Greg Gibson today. He's buying Friday. He's buying a 2020 War Eagle like my boat that I have, and I told him, I said, "Hey man, it's just going to take some time on the water, and and you can't get frustrated. You have to be patient. It is a learning curve." And we'll go into some more details tomorrow night, but you got any fishing pictures, please share. Any more gator pictures that's out there, I will share them on this page. That's what we created this thing for. Just kind of put a spotlight on the black belt area, from Centerville down, or I consider the black belt down in there. I enjoy being down through there myself. Every time I get to go to Pine Hill, I just take in all the scenery, all the fields, the corn, the cotton, all kinds of stuff, and I love being in that part of the country. But y'all be sure to tune in to Crappie Cast tomorrow night. John, Jessica, myself. I'm gonna be on location somewhere. It won't be here. I'll probably be in Grenada, but got to do a little scouting got to carry a few customers down there. They want to go down there and just have some fun. So I'm gonna get some intel and hopefully get some people carried up there before we start the big outage and go catch some of them big old slabs over in Mississippi. But appreciate everybody tuning in. All the comments, Eric. Appreciate Eric's comment there. Great job on both shows you do. Keep it up. It's well enjoyed. Thank you, man. I appreciate John and Jessica's help too. They make that thing grow, and it's growing like crazy. I mean, this show's growing. This page has got 3,500 members. I mean, it's growing. I just been chipping away. And as the hunting season gets here, and I start getting posting pictures of deer, and somebody kills a big deer, I can get them on here and tell the story. That's what I want to kind of do with this show. But fishing, hunting, any kind of tips, any kind of pictures, please send them to me. But we'll be back next Wednesday, 6 p.m. and live, and tune in Crappie Cast tomorrow night. We're gonna go into we're gonna start talking about crappie fishing again. We've got that kids tournament out of the way, and John's got his boat about the way he wants it. So we're gonna talk about some stuff, and we love sharing, but it's August. Let's just get ready to share some tips, the end of summer and early fall, and get ready to, when that temp starts dropping, guys, in September, those fish get fired up, man. That water gets back in the 70s. Have some fun. Like John showed me, tops are loaded right now. It's, some tops are, and in some areas, and it's just a matter of time before they get fired up. It doesn't take but a couple cool days. So appreciate each and every one of y'all. See y'all next Wednesday. Thank y'all.